burning desires to eliminate weak communication in business. It's something that no one knows about him. He's about to change your world in less than 10 minutes. He set the bar pretty high. His key to success, giving people advice and then realizing that he needs to take it as well.
That's right.
Everybody welcome James.
What I review is a PowerPoint. And this, you can kind of pay attention to it if you want. It's more or less to keep me on task because I wrote tangents all over the place. So Matt, you can do favor. Will you do my clicker man? Clicker man. That way I can just hang out here. So you can click away. Calls on call, I gotta tell you guys, we messed up when we named it. We assumed that people understood on call as to be not plural, but it's calls, first one with an S, second one without an S, right? So calls on call. That part is done. I want to tell you about assumptions of convenience. I was a punk kid, right? Probably still am. 17 years old, and I got this 1979 Malibu station wagon. And I'm working at a theater, right? And I'm running late because you're always running late when you're 17. And I noticed that I got a semi-flat tire. And the assumption of convenience that I had was, you know, it's winter time, it's really cold. I don't want to pump up the Sang, because if I pump up the Sang, I'll stop at the gas station, and then I'm going to be late. And I can't do that. So what I'll do is use centrifugal force. I'll go to the theater 90 miles an hour.
That's a great idea.
The tire will expand, and I'll be just fine, right? So the assumption, of course, was that centrifugal force is going to be on my side. It was convenient because I wasn't late. The downside, of course, is that facts turned out to be against me, and I blew my tire the next day. So minor detail, right? So what I run into a lot when I'm selling calls on call is the assumptions of convenience that everybody else seems to have. Think for me, would you? People want to talk to only me. So a lot of business owners, you started a business, so you have somewhat of an ego anyways, right? That's kind of the nature of small business. Fair? All right. So a lot of times people have these small businesses and they're like, oh, only I can answer the phone. When customers call, they only want to talk to me. Or they only want me doing whatever service that I'm ordering. And realistically, does anybody care? I mean, truly care? If the service that you're ordering gets done and ordered in a nice fashion and it costs what you're willing to pay, do you care if an elf does it? Do you care if Jesus himself goes there and does it? You don't care. So the assumption of convenience, of course, is that I need to be needed. And sometimes a lot of clients, they get over that and tech. Click to me again. No one knows what I know. I was born with this eternal knowledge of whatever it is that I do, right? Financial planning, you're probably born with that. 3 years old doing taxes.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, hey, Dad, you got to up your 401k, right? No one knew everything that they knew as soon as they were born, right? They went through experience. It can be taught is our whole point. Next one. I carry my phone everywhere, so I can answer my phone all the time. Seems legit, right? All the time. You gotta be on. So that seems a little crazy, right? There's facts that don't back that up, but it's an assumption of convenience. What else you got? Vibrating pants are sexy. Oh yeah. I put this in my pocket and I'm just hoping we die. But that's not realistic, is it? When you're in a meeting with someone and you hear their phone going off and they're like, let's just ignore that, right? Otherwise you're going to say like, hey, why don't you talk to James? That's a great idea. All right, what do we got next? Capacity planning. Capacity planning is when you have employees and you have to figure out, I got to give you enough stuff to do to justify the expense of paying for you and to keep you busy, but not so busy that you're like, screw this, I'm out of here, right? But eventually you come to a point where you have to add an employee. You have that little roller coaster, threshold, right? With calls on call, you don't have to worry about that. I have to worry about that. I got my receptionist and I got to keep them taken care of. You say, hey, we got a busy season now, and then winter comes around, we don't have a busy season. You don't have to get rid of your receptionist or your office manager. We can take that capacity. Just like a nice little battery kind of. What do we got next? So the real problem that you have when you're not using something like calls on call, or any other service, or just avoiding answering your phone, is you're missing out on time, right? You're spending a lot of time answering the phone, so you're constantly getting interrupted. You're not doing what you should be doing. You're missing out on money because you're missing some of that business, which, does anybody here hate money? Otherwise, this feature's not for you, so we're cool. All right. And then fun. How many of you guys like to just take a Friday off or Tuesday off?
Oh, I already do.
Amen, brother. What do you do with your phone?
Oh, I let it vibrate in my pants.
It is sexy. It is sexy. So then there's the whole customer, right? Somebody mentioned customer service. How great, how awesome is the customer service once you have a customer? Anybody just treat the customers like dirt once you have them? There's a few restaurants that do, right? Not Freshie, but a few other ones that you're just like, are you aware that we pay you? But what if your customer couldn't experience your good customer service because they never actually got in touch with you? So I'm not sure if you never answer your calls because you're too busy or you just hate money. And your customers don't know why you're not answering the phone. Their assumption is not, oh, they're so busy because they're so awesome. The assumption is, I'm calling somebody else because I don't care what's going on in the real world. Cool? What do we got next? So we got some solutions, right? Got the sexy option, besides vibrating your pants, right? This guy, whatever. You got the corporate option, which is a really huge call center, which if anyone's ever called AT&T or Charter, the first thing you think of when somebody answers is somebody's going to take care of it. I can tell. Next one, what do we got? So the answer, calls on call. Nobody, or at least the illusion that we try to present, is that you don't know that you're calling a company that is answering the phone for multiple customers. That's the whole illusion. How many times have you called the client that you know is using calls on call, and you didn't realize, like, hey, wait a second, I've talked to this person maybe before, but they're sharp, they can take care of the calendar, they know what's going on, and everything is happy. The illusion is what we maintain. What do we got next? So this is the lovely thing. I get so many compliments from the spouses of people that hire us. I get compliments from the people that hire us, right? But then I see the spouses and oh yeah, they are so happy. And it's interesting how the person that actually hired us didn't realize how pissed off their spouse was. It's dangerous, I guess, but whatever. The idea is that you use us, you can actually take your Tuesday off, you can take your Friday off, have fun with your family, have fun with your dog, have fun with your second ball and your kid, and enjoy your life because you know that your calls are taken care of, stuff is getting scheduled, and your customers are happy. And all you have to do is hire a company that calls on call. What do we got next? Top 7 things to look for. When you call, no one answers. Realistic, right? Easy. Anyone ever call a company that didn't answer? Ever? One or two. All right. Bluetooth headset is huge, especially if they're in line at the grocery store talking on it. Love that, right? Love it. How about when you call and no one answers? Again, because that's, just in case.
I see how this works.
How about you picking up on that? It's a numbers game. Working crazy hours. All those people that are working all hours a day. I work 24/7, right? That's fantastic. How about when you call and no one answers? Huge clue that they need some help, whether it be through calls on call or something else. And then you got those trucks, those vans, those vehicles running around with the phone number. Chances are they're not riding around with that phone number on there because they don't want someone to call. Chances are they're hoping you call. So call them and see if they answer. And by chance, if when you call, no one answers, calls on call is where we're at.